There are certain expressions I use all the time, and those expressions are ones that I've talked about in the past. I talked about Dr. Google yesterday. I shot a video called Low-Hanging Fruit. This is in a way sort of like low-hanging fruit in a way, but different. I call it Keys to the Kingdom, and this is actually an expression I oftentimes don't share with my patients. It's something that I tell my staff. And this is sort of behind the scenes words that I use. So I'm very passionate about what I do, so I'll preface it with that and have you understand that what I really want to deliver is excellence. What I want to do is impact lives. I know you're saying, come on, what are you talking about? You're doing plastic surgery. I mean, you're not treating cancer or heart disease. That's another expression I always say. I'm not treating cancer or heart disease. This is like a menu. You can pick a filet mignon versus a sea bass if you don't like a sea bass. But there are things that I do that I know that I could really help someone. And I think the expression has more to do with a product category that I've innovated, that really invented, is Botox for pain. And I know that you've heard Botox used for pain. I'm just using this one analogy because it's the first thing that I can think about. And a couple stories about, so first of all, I really, people that the way that they use Botox for pain is very different from the way that I do it. It's grape shot placed in the area where I can wipe out pain. So I had a gentleman I had seen before. He's got chronic pain all over his body, and I think a lot of it may be stemming from his TMJ area. And he's wanting cosmetic Botox. I have two stories like this. And I told him it's the same price basically that I can do for the TMJ pain. And he's a guy, I would say the wrinkles are not as critical for him. I feel like I have the keys to the kingdom in the sense that maybe that's a biblical thing, I don't know, whatever, but it's something that I'm just saying that I've got something to unlock what would really help him significantly, and that would be to help him with his pain. He's having life issues with pain, and I could easily help him. And it's sad to me that I can't, that he wants to choose a cosmetic procedure over a therapy that I know that would make a massive life impact in him. Same with a young lady who has issues with some early wrinkles. I mean, she's in her 20s. I mean, she could basically not even do Botox. She could skip a year, skip 5 years, and still be okay. Now, it's great, as you guys know, that the earlier you start Botox, the better off you are. So I love the fact that she's starting Botox early. But the big thing for her is I would really, really want to treat her TMJ, because I know I treat my own TMJ, temporal mandibular joint issues with my pain, and I have such a massive difference in my life because of it. And so I feel like I have the keys to the kingdom to help her, but she doesn't want it, or she's not ready, or she's needle phobic and afraid of discomfort. And my treatment does cause some discomfort compared to my normal Botox therapy that really is painless. So these are some examples, but I also feel even cosmetic procedures are there that I would love to help someone. If someone, another example, and I know this is probably an overstatement, because for me, Keys to the Kingdom really means something I'm desperate to help someone with, and that usually has to do with pain. But I have used that reference, and I also sort of almost dovetail with low-hanging fruit in the sense that it's an easy give me. So a lot of times surgery seems like a last resort and we got to do everything non-surgically, but I'm just going to give you one more story that I can think of how I've used this expression. Is someone that has a really bad habit of holding up their eyes, and they're creating a ton of wrinkles on their forehead, and they want Botox, and I'm like, well, it's going to be very hard for me to get a great result there. The best is for me to just do a small upper eyelid procedure, which is an office-based treatment. It takes me a few minutes to do the procedure, minimal recovery, and then the wrinkles go down, and I don't have to fight it. I don't have to give you so little. So I feel like I have the keys to the kingdom to help them in literally 20 minutes. So this is just an expression I use, as I usually use it behind the scenes with my staff, and usually it just reflects my passion to help patients more than anything else.